Greetings, fellow gamers. Now, I just want to do a quick video about Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy. Now, for a lot of Crash fans, we have been waiting years and years and years wondering if we were going to get a remaster of the original games. And now we finally got it, and I fucking love it, alright? But I do have a bit of an issue. Now, I have got the original Crash Trilogy. I've got them right here. Just sort them out quickly. As you can see, right there. Now, as we know, when Crash was created by Naughty Dog, Crash, the first Crash game, is considered the weakest. For me, it's the hardest. And then obviously, you know, it gets better with Crash 2. And then by far, the best Crash game, for me, is Crash Warped. By far. Crash Warped is actually the first Crash game I've actually owned. And then I bought 1 and 2 a few years after getting Crash 3. And I noticed like the huge difference in gameplay and jumping mechanics when it comes to Crash. Now, the jumping mechanics for Crash in the Insane Trilogy is the Crash 3 jumping mechanics. Now, that is a big problem for the game in Crash 1. Now, the original game was hard enough as it is, but my god, if anyone who's playing the Insane Trilogy, if you haven't got to high road level, this is a warning. You will rip your fucking hair out. I almost did. I mean, I got to that level and I had, 30 lives? 30. And I used them all up in that one level. Okay? In the original game, that level was hard enough. But on this, it's nigh on fucking impossible. I tell you. Not only did I use all of my lives, I got game overs, 4, 5 times? But, you know, I was consistent because I thought, I know I could get through this because other people have done it. I can do it too. But Jesus Christ, I think I must have gone through, 50 lives alone getting through the high road. Now, because of that, the difficulty in the other levels have gone up, stuff like that. Because it's not just high road. I've had difficulty on. It was some of the easiest levels in the original game I had trouble with on Insane Trilogy. Because the difficulty has gone up, alright? I mean, I get the fact, obviously, that it's going to be the remaster, right? It's going to be all on one disc, so they're going to have, they can't just, you have different mechanics for three games on one disc. I don't think that's even possible. But, oh my god. Seriously, right, guys, my advice to you is, if you haven't got to high road, just go back onto the other levels, build up your lives, just build and build and build. If you have to max them up to 99, then do it, because the chances are you might use them all up on the high road. And then the next mission was like Slippery Climb or something like that. I can't remember the name, but jeez, that level's almost just as bad because the jumping mechanics alone. I mean, I am not saying I hate the game. Far from it. I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I mean, I'm so happy that we got this. Now, I just wish that Activision could do something to make the jumping mechanics a bit easier for Crash 1. I mean, I'm near the end. I mean, I've got to Dr. Brio now. I mean, so after that, I've just got a couple more levels, and then I'm at Cortex, and then Crash 1 is dealt with. But I hope they can sort that out. So, when I go back over it again to get the time relics, which was not in the original version, time relics, I didn't have that. I was introduced in Crash 2. And Coco's in Crash 1 as well. She wasn't there in the original one either. She was just put there in Crash 2. So I don't have an issue with the additional sort of time relics and Coco being Crash One. I've got no issue with that. I just think it's a bit bizarre, but that's that. Just, I mean, the game Crash One should not be this hard. I mean, that's even some of the bonus levels I've had difficulty on, but the only good side to that with bonus levels is that you don't lose lives in them if you fail. And plus, what they did with this, what they did with Sane Trilogy, what Naughty Dog didn't do with the original game is that if you fail the bonus level, you can go back into it. Because it is, as we all know, in the original Crash Bandicoot 1, those bonus levels are the only way you can actually save the game, which was bullshit. But because it was the first game, you could just let that slide, because I think, okay, people weren't happy with the way that they had to save the game, so when it comes to Crash 2, we'll do something different, and it's a good thing that they did. But Activision, just please, just give us a patch and stuff like that to make it a little bit easier. I mean, because at first I just thought it was just me. I mean, I thought it was just going to be a thing that I'm just saying, oh, people say, oh, it's just because I'm crap. But a few mates of mine, they got this game. Yeah, they've had issues with it. I mean, I just watched What Culture Gaming. They were ranting about the difficulty because it should not be this hard. It should not be that hard. All right. I mean, and another issue I have with the game is that to get the special gems, you have to smash every crate, but not die. Okay, and in some levels, that's going to be impossible. Like Slippery Climb, I smashed all the boxes, but I died about 10 times. So because I died smashing all the crates, you don't get the gem. I just think that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That is, because what you have to do in those levels, if you die, you have to, it's obviously, once the game loads up, you're gonna have to pause it, quit it, and then go back into it to start again. I mean, that's just as bad, when Naughty Dog, in the original game, that while you're going through the levels, you get a checkpoint box, you lose a life, but all the crates that you smashed, they become unsmashed. So if there's 60 crates and you got and you smashed 50 of them, and obviously because obviously when you first play it, and then you say that, okay, you believe you got all the boxes, you get to the end, and then it says you missed 50 boxes. It's like, what the fuck? So the special gems one, where you smash all the boxes, and if you die, you don't get the gem. I just think that's a bit of an insult, because we struggled on these levels because of the difficulty, and because of the issue with the jumping mechanics. We smash all the crates, but we get nothing. That's an insult, Activision. But don't get me wrong, I'm so glad that we got this, but you should have made it a bit easier, and you shouldn't have done the special gem thing. We can't die and smash all the boxes. That's just an insult for anyone. So now you have to go out of the level and then restart it, because the chances are, it's going to happen again, and you don't know how. It's like you're going to have to be such a major expert. You don't know how many times a player is going to have to go back and do that. I mean, I don't want to go through a level 20 times just because I lost a life to get a gem. It shouldn't be like that. Now, I don't want to put anyone off this game. You really should buy this, because at the start you hear Cortex says there's a blast from the past, and it is. It really is. You should buy it, but when it just comes to some levels, right, you just build up your lives and stuff like that, and just prepare yourself for Road to Nowhere, that's also a really difficult one, but fucking hell, High Road. Fuck me. Just really prepare yourselves for High Road, because you're going to need all the lives you can get. All of them. And then maybe some. Okay, so that's just my initial thoughts of Crash and Sane Trilogy. For now, I'm gonna get to Crash 2 very soon. Hopefully within the next couple of days, because obviously I've got work to do. So I hope you guys have a fantastic night and take care.